Okay, there. Hi! So, welcome to
Okay, there.
KrauseMouse's
Hi!
stream. Oh no,
So,
I'm streaming myself and
welcome
I'm
to
echoing
KrauseMouse's
back.
stream. Oh no.
Okay, there. All fixed. So this time, hooray! I have remembered to record myself as I'm making treats. Um, I'm on Twitch Studio because it's easy peasy, and this is my work computer. My laptop is to stream for Pirates of Fortune's Folly. I'm a pirate, professional pirate. And I've just used my work computer a couple times to go live on my own channel. Woo! So here we are. My dad's birthday is coming up next week. He was born on May the 4th, which when I was little, we didn't really know meant anything because the internet wasn't around to tell us that May the 4th is the Star Wars holiday. May the 4th be with you, and Revenge of the 5th or the 6th or however you deal with that. Yeah, so I'm going to make cannoli cupcakes, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm very excited about it because I'm not a cannoli person, but I'm definitely a cupcake person. And so let me switch over here so we can see what everybody's saying, because my friend Jim is here. Hi, Jim! And now that you told me where to find the music, I will also need to find out how to use the music in streams. Meanwhile, I've got my own Spotify going, so if I sing along, they can't really nail me on that because it's just me, and hopefully you can't hear it loud enough for them to get me. So anyway, I am cooking from the Dinnerly service. They mail me all my dinners and my meals that I cook in a week, and also lately I've been getting desserts so I can share them here and do some cooking on here on the pirate stream in garb, and also apparently today for birthday reasons I'm gonna go ahead and make these here. First of all, because I always forget to do this on the pirate streams, and I'm not focusing on my accent so I can actually think, I'm going to tell you what you need to make the cannoli cupcakes. So first of all, I've got a 4-ounce package of mascarpone, which is just kind of cheese. It doesn't taste like anything. I was excited to try it one time. I was like, ooh, what does mascarpone taste like? Yeah, no, it just tastes like nothing, which is great when you're trying to add it to stuff just to make it creamy. Also, 6 ounces of yellow cake mix. They are so kind to portion it out for me, but it's just regular yellow cake mix. Also, 1 orange, fresh and just in time for Scurvy Awareness Day, which is on Sunday, the 2nd of May. So we're going to double up our holidays and take care of our scurvy by adding a little orange zest to the cannoli cupcake. I might eat the orange afterwards, although I'm a little snobby when it comes to oranges. My grandmother used to have an orange tree out back of her house in Sarasota, Florida. And I generally don't like grocery store oranges because they're real tart. And as a kid, that was always like the least exciting fruit to have in front of me was just an orange. But the sweet oranges from the tree at Grandma's were the best. So we'll see what they sent me. Maybe it's mostly fresh off the tree should I be so lucky. All right, so mascarpone cake mix, orange. Also, there's slightly less than a 1/4 ounce packet of ground cinnamon because it's wafting out towards me, so I'll have to remember that it's partially open. But if you've got cinnamon in a container, there's 1/4 ounce here, not so much. 2.5 ounces of confectioner sugar, which they keep sending me all these little bags, so I actually have a bunch of extra confectioner sugar. I have to figure out what to do with it someday. Maybe I'll make some what they call it, puppy chow or muddy buddies, which are my favorite treat from the Chex company. Totally not paying me to say that. Like, no, they're really not, but they should be. And a 3-ounce package of chocolate chips. So just a little bag for the topping, for the cannoli topping. Leave the pistol, take the cannoli. That's just me thinking about pirate weapons, as I'm often doing. All right, so in addition to what they sent me, they also told me I need 4 ounces of unsalted butter softened. I just went to the grocery store, so it's not quite softened yet. I might have to chuck it in the microwave in a minute, but I'll open it up and we'll see if we can't get it a little softer by the time we need it in the recipe. So just go over there and be unsalted. And 1 large egg, which is all I buy. Nothing smaller than a large egg for me because this looks tiny and it's a large egg. So, all right. And then the first thing I did earlier was to preheat the oven to 350 just so it's ready with a rack right in the middle, and to grab my 6-cup muffin tin. Today it's cupcake tin. I think I should duck down below and grab, I have little cupcake wrappers, but they're hiding down here, so I'm off camera. Sorry. Sounds like I just busted up my whole kitchen. Yikes. So anyway, here's all my stuff. I only have the one camera, so it's gonna be like, hey, and then also here's what I'm doing. But let's start with that. I have all kinds of fun colors. I mostly use them for Halloween, which is my birthday. So I have lots of those orangey ones, but we'll use maybe some fun birthday colored cupcake ones. Let's do them because I'm whimsical like that. We'll use, I don't think any more of these have patterns. No, oh gosh, look how boring those are. Would you like some taupe cupcakes? Maybe I should just make bran muffins in these. Anyway, bran muffins are delicious. Okay, so easily cupped. I'm gonna do the thing that I sometimes forget or really maybe think isn't necessary until I'm trying to get the stupid things out. I'm gonna spray them with some cooking spray just to make sure they'll come out when it comes down to it. Because you know what? Sometimes I just don't wanna. So that's prepped and ready for later once we have our batter and everything else. I have this charmingly cheerful yellow baking bowl, which is great. All right, let's see what I'm supposed to actually do now. So we've got our oven preheated to 350 with a rack right in the middle. We've lined our cupcake tin with paper liners. And now we're going to add the mascarpone and the 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. 4 tablespoons. All right, I thought I was asking for 4 ounces, so that's easier. That's just half of this. Let's do that right quick. We'll get our dairy pieces in. So I'm just gonna quick chop this in half because I've learned a lot about butter since I started baking. It's very easily divisible, and they always put this nice little helpful measurement guide on the side. Might need that later. We'll see. I think it only needs the 4 ounces though. And I'm wiping it off so I can put that down because I'm worried about that. All right, so here's again, whoop, our mascarpone. Do a little scoopy. Oh no, it's childproof. Ah! This is terrible. Actually, where's that knife again? Let's just, don't try this at home. Okay. Dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. It's a perfect song for this mascarpone opening. There we go. Cry it out loud. Okay, I can hear you now. Dare to be stupid. So I should be doing it towards the camera. This is terrible. I'm new at this. I've only done one non-pirate cooking stream, and usually being a pirate is ridiculous enough to kind of be on screen. So, all right. There we go. Mascarpone and butter. Oh yeah, makes you feel real healthy about these things already. That's fine. So I'm gonna be responsible and quickly run over and recycle this little plastic here, although it makes for excellent TV. See, when I normally stream, I keep my camera on the other side of the sink. You get to look at my ceiling. I'm gonna figure this 2-camera thing out though, because I've got ideas. Ah, thanks. I'm mostly doing this to entertain myself because I ran out of energy. I have already today been to my office and then our production facility, and I've been to the grocery store, and I have had I've been to the Hallmark store because it is my dad's 75th birthday, so I had to get him a card. And I actually bought him, he's a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I came out of the womb a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, thanks to Dad. And I got him the Chin coach's book, but it doesn't come out until June. So I pre-ordered it ages ago. It's already going to be mailed out to him on the day it comes out, so he's going to get a surprise from Amazon. But I forgot it was his big 75th birthday. So, hey, great. Now I have no gift because it was going to arrive like a month late. So I hit up the Hallmark store and got a cute card, but I also got a book called Wisdom of the Cowboys or something, because my dad was a big Western fan too. So hopefully that'll just kind of augment until I can get him the book from Coach Cower. Meanwhile, I also thought, hey, augmenting a kind of non-gift with a bunch of cannoli cupcakes couldn't hurt either, because my dad's got a sweet tooth. I know, because he gave it to me. So, let's see here. Currently, we are having our mascarpone and unsalted butter. And good thing is, even though I didn't get it completely softened, now all I do is wait until the 4th step. So this just goes over here. Yeah. So, now, of course, in a separate medium bowl, now that that's the one I wanted to use. Ahoy! Hello, Dakar. Hello, Chris. I'm gonna mix up the batter, because that's the best part. I didn't think I was gonna get much use out of this sucker when I bought it, because we hand mix our cookies on Cookie Bake Day at Christmas time. But I've been doing so much baking since the Pandoramic began that I'm super excited that I have that, and I've been getting so much use out of it. And it's a lovely, smooth beater. I love the KitchenAid. Again, they're not paying me to say that. I just like it. So, all right. So, let me see what you can see before I switch over. Let's do bowl. Hello, bowl. So, I am looking to combine our yellow cake mix. Time to get out of the kitchen shears because everything's individually wrapped. Lovely. Very helpful, if a little bit wasteful. The good thing about Dinnerly is they often send me these really nice little plastic containers, and it takes all of my effort to not keep every little cute, tiny little plastic container they send, because I have nothing to use them for, but when I do, it'll be great. All right, so here's the yellow cake mix. And then we're going to do zest from half the orange. So I got to do a whole half orange worth of zesting, which, again, is not something I ever thought I'd really do. But I got myself a tool for that as well, because Dinnerly actually does a lot of lemon zesting and fish and chicken recipes. So I have this beautiful, fine, I guess a shredder. It has a better name, but you know what? I'm feeling turtle-rific, so it's a shredder right now. And the best part is this little hook thing just hooks right on the edge of the bowl, so I can hold it tight while I'm scraping an orange on it. So here we go. It's time to zest! And don't zest my fingers, please. I was very clever the other day with my potato peeler, which is massively sharp, because I just replaced a really, really old rusty one a year ago or so. And I am so lucky to not just completely cut myself every single time I use it. I have cut the end of my finger off with it once, and that was the warning. But last week I slipped and I cut off a part of my thumbnail. So it wasn't my thumb, thankfully, but I did lose a bit of nail, which was kind of shocking. And again, reminded me to respect the tools. Always respect the tools. And, you know, this sucker's crazy if you get it on you too. All right, that looks like we're about half the orange, maybe slightly more. So I'm going to put it down because I'm pretty sure I get to top them with some zest as well. I'm so unfamiliar with actual cannolis, like the real Italian cannolis, that I didn't realize they were citrus at all. So I think that's exciting. Hi! Everyone's a cup of cake. We're all cupcakes. So currently the song that is playing, that hopefully you can't hear, is from Anna and the Apocalypse, which if you haven't seen it, it's a musical zombie Christmas movie. It's awesome. And this is my happy fun songs playlist on Spotify, because I realized that my favorites list was chock full of really slow, sad ballads. And so I wanted something I could listen to when I'm around other people, or when I'm driving and I don't want to be crying behind the wheel. So this is on my happiest playlist. And it's the happiest song in the whole world. And of course, it's right before their whole world goes to hell and they get zombie attacked. All right, the other thing was the egg. And here's me hopefully having paid attention to the recipe before I did that. There we go. And thankfully, I still have the little bag from my cake mix. So now I got all that. I wonder if I use the mixer now. I bet so. Oh, I need a half a cup of water too. And then mix it all combined with a whisk. It doesn't say quite yet to do the batter, so that must be for the frosting, because we can't have cannoli without some great frosting. All right, so I'm gonna run and grab my half cup of water. Here we go. Lovely. I've also gotten real good at eyeballing this sucker, so. All right, half a cup of water, and if I did too much, that's it for me. I gotta pay attention to the recipe, and you, and the bowl, and you know how it is. All right, yellow cake mix, zest from half an orange, 1 large egg, half a cup of water. And then we're gonna whisk it all together and spoon the batter into my prepared cupcake tin. So let's do some whisking. I love my new silicone whisk. I am only jealous because my mom has a rainbow one, and I completely want it. It's silicone just like mine, but instead of just being black, it's rainbow, and I want one. Oh, this smells really nice. That orange is gonna be amazing. I never knew the power of citrus zest. I'm not a chef by trade. I don't cook because my mom hates cooking and will be the first one to tell you that. And so growing up, I didn't learn to cook unless I was learning from home ec or, you know, had something with really easy directions that I could do. So I am at taught myself everything, and Dinnerly makes it real easy. So while I am not getting paid to shill them, I cannot say enough good things about the Dinnerly meal program. You can also, I get 3 meals a week, which is 6 servings. So for me, it's 6 meals a week for less than $40, which is pretty dang good. And this time I got cake. So as a bonus, I have something I can bring to my dad's for his birthday. And I actually going to pat down my very shiny cupcakes because I feel like there was a little too much cooking spray that ended up in here. And I don't want them to be sloppy. I just want them to be non-stick, that's all. Non-stick does not necessarily mean super covered in goo. I knew that. That's not something I had to learn. Children outside, dancing on my lawn. All right, that should do it. Now I feel a little better about this. So there. All right. Well, it's good to see you, boys. One of you's still here. Let's try to pour this out now, shall we? I also have this great cooking rest, which you can't see over here. It's like made of a giant half an egg, and it's just cut down the side so you can rest your spoon in there. It's great. I do have fun spatulas, though, even if I don't have... Oh, hey! Surprise! I'm also still working. Alright. Woo! I think there's going to be a lot of batter. I know not to fill to the top, but I also know I don't want to waste any of this because it's going to be yummy. Swinging on my vines. Oops. Spilling! Spilling, officially making a mess on birthday cupcakes. Alright, now I'm going to just go back and try to use the very last of what I have. Sorry, it's mostly bowl and not much cupcake here in the view. I'm getting there. I guess they'll just puff up. They don't have to be super not full. I always worry like they're gonna go so high that I'm gonna make a massive mess. Oh, sorry, it's all bowl. Okay. I have made a little mess, but these cupcakes are now full of goo. My spatula's too good. I have too much batter left. Too much to waste it. And I'm getting it all over because I'm a messy cook slash baker. So they're a little smushy. I'm gonna wipe it off a little because I know that just turns into burn. It doesn't get charming like flake off, it just burns. So we'll wipe that up a little bit. I think it'll probably go right in the oven. Then we'll make some frosting, which of course is my favorite part. But I guess just gonna be, you know, frosting flavored frosting, which is cannoli, to my estimation. I've never been a cannoli person. Like, if I had a choice between a cupcake and a cannoli, I would take the cupcake every time. So I'm counting on this being amazing because they're orange, yellow cake cupcakes, which is yum. Chocolate chips, and whatever this frosting turns out to be. So, yeah. I'll take this bowl out of here because it's a mess. Put it in the sink. And we'll move these over. I betcha it's time. Put that in the center oven rack for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna frost them. They're gonna have to cool completely, and last time I baked for the pirate stream, I definitely put my pie crust outside to cool. Today, it's not hot, but it is not cool outside, so I might have to put it in the fridge or just wait longer. But Marley is trying to have a chat with you. Marley is my cat, since this is my first recorded stream. Marley is my very senior kitty. She is almost 18 years old and currently is completely deaf. So she's just kind of adorable. And here, let's go for a visit because I know she got up to bug me. Hi. She's having some food too. Hi. She's beautiful, but deadly. That's kind of her MO. All right. It's time to throw this in the oven. So there's my oven set situation. Put these in here, center oven rack, boom, 15 minutes. I could do better than that, but that's what I got to work with. So, all right, so now we bake for 15. While we're baking, we're gonna make frosting. Ooh. Once cupcakes cool. Why do I have to wait? All right, hold on. Let's read this out loud because I'm teaching everyone how to do this time. So we have combined our cake mix, our zest, our egg, our water, and spooned that batter into our cupcake tins. We're going to bake the cupcakes on the center oven rack until lightly golden. And I don't have any toothpicks, but it says until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean, which is normal. I'll use a fork, even though it makes more holes. And then we'll remove it from the oven and let them cool completely before prepping the frosting. Haha! So you're stuck with me for 15 minutes. And while the cupcakes cool. My goodness! Are you the alarm for my cupcakes, Missy? I imagine you can hear that better than you can hear the music. Come here. Come here and say hello until you want to be put down, and maybe you'll shush. This my little girl. My cooking helper. Oh yeah? See? Now what did you get yourself into? See? I want to be up here. I don't want to be up here. I'm not making cupcakes. No, you can't make me. All right. Are you happy now? She's just like looking at herself. Pay attention to me. All right. Away with you. So yeah, I'm totally not as happy with this show as I was my magical Christmas cooking show that didn't get recorded. But Dakar was here to watch. Shush, lady! I'm doing a thing! But yeah, it's also because I haven't made a bunch of cookie dough and just want someone to hang out with me while I make up balls of cookies and cook cookies. But I also had like holiday stuff to talk about. This time, super psyched. Dad's 75th birthday. Actually, it's his 76th birthday. But because of the quarantine, I haven't seen him in a year and a half. Not much anyway. We went out to dinner in the open air with masks on one time last summer. And at Christmas time, I was allowed to go and drop off gifts at the house on the porch, 10 feet away the whole time. So my dad is turning 75 this year, just the way I'm turning 40 this year. I am currently 41 right now because I'm going to turn 40 on Halloween. Yep. Dakar and I are going to have our 40th birthdays this year. We are currently 41. We're going to age backwards for a year, and then we can move on and figure it out from there, you know? So I'm super excited. I didn't really think about it pretty much until yesterday. And I was like, I get to finally hug my dad for the first time in a year. And so this Pandorama has been tough on everybody. He and my stepmom have been at home, cooped up together, really seeing almost nobody for the entire year. So this is going to be a big blowout with about 8 people. But all 8 people that I really want to hug. My brother's coming down from Vermont. So I called him earlier while I was asking him if he wanted to sign my card or if he got a card himself. And he called me back because he said, hey, I'm driving. I got like 8 hours of round trip driving to do for this party. So, but yeah. So Matt's home in Vermont these days, where my mom is currently splitting her time. She's also in Vermont. My dad's in New York State, so it's a much easier drive for me this time. I'm in Pennsylvania. So geographically, I get an easier drive this time. So, Dakar, what are we doing for your 40th birthday this year? I'm still ostensibly having my 40th birthday, wink, at Disney World this year. I still have my reservation for the hotel. I had to cancel all of my meal reservations, but we can do that again. That's cool. I'm waiting to find out if the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is happening. Because if it is happening, I think we're going to go this year. And if it's not happening, I'm going to wait another year because that's really the reason I'm going. It's the only day or only festival, only something of the year where adults can be in costume in the park. And I have this mighty need to go to Disney World dressed as well or better than their Pirates of the Caribbean. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. So I hope it works out. Let's see. Let's go over here for a minute. Whoa! Let's not take my whole countertop with me. This is going to be bad because, as you can see, I'm already backlit from my porch over here. It was much easier to do this in the evening time. But I'm going to just kind of wash this dish so that I have a bowl to make the frosting in when we get to that part. So if you'll forgive me, my backlit horribleness and the sound of this water, I'm going to make it possible to not use every bowl in my house and not have to wash more than one bowl in between. And certainly not more after. That should do it. You know, I'll have a clean bowl without putting myself on a cleaning break. The little countdown screen that I used for the start of this stream is one similar to what I built for my pirate cooking stream on the Pirates of Fortune's Folly channel. That gives me 5 minutes to do some mid-stream cleaning so I can make my second recipe or the second half of the first recipe. I think you were on stream with the Pirates for your birthday this year. I only made birthday cake for one stream. I think it might have been actually a Pirates meeting and not a stream where I made treats for Maymay and Mercy, whose birthday is on the same day. And so I made them a cake, and then Devlin and I ate it in their honor because quarantine. So there was that. At any rate, boo to the quarantine. It's almost through. Yeah, I'm fully in. I just woke up, rolled out of bed, and went to work mode today. I can tell that because this is not how I normally stream. So, you know, thanks for baking with me. Thanks for clicking on here later, too, because I don't have much of an idea of what I want to do on this channel because I'm a singer, and all the ideas I had to do singing on Twitch kind of went out the window because I don't accompany myself at all. I'm having guilt today because my good friend Rockin' Doc is currently streaming music right now. I normally host his shows through my channel, and today I came on to do my own show and went, oh, poo, I'm up against Doc. Oh, well. But Ryan is good people. He plays great music. He's a piano bar pro. And if I could play guitar or piano or anything at all to accompany myself, I would be on here doing music. But since they took away Twitch Sings and all the the legal rules about music have changed. I don't think I can use any backup tracks, so I'm still tossing around what I can do as a musical performer on here because I just sing. And I'm not going to sing a cappella because that's really boring and weird. Yeah. So anyway, let's shout out. I don't have any shout out capabilities. I don't have any commands built in yet. But if you look up here, Pirates of Fortune's Folly on Twitch. Oh, hey, I can probably put the link. Let's do that. Twitch TV. Pirates. So that's my pirates. Come by, check out all the crazy stuff we've done in the past. Also our YouTube. We're trying to get subscribers so we don't have to be youtube.com. We'd like to be youtube.com Fortune's Follies. So that would be great. So you can toss us a like over on my Pirates channel. That would be great. A follow, all that good stuff. And gaming on the deck tonight. So if you're a Jackbox player and you like to play games online, join the Crazy Pirates. Play some Jackbox games. We also have Cards Against Piracy, which pops up from time to time. So if you're a fan of naughty games that you can play with your friends and or people garbed up as pirates, Friday night, 7 to 9, and whenever we feel like it. This is our last scheduled gaming on the deck, but people love it, so we're gonna probably get it up and running more than not. So anyway, Pirates Fortune's Folly, good stuff there. KrauseMouse, I'm cooking, I'm making my cupcakes. They're baking. Somehow I've talked to you for 10 minutes because there's only 5 minutes left on the first baking. Then I'll chuck them in the fridge, and it says wait till they cool, but because I'm going to chuck them in the fridge, I'm going to start making the frosting as soon as they come out of the oven. Let's see, what else is going on? I am going to be playing the Queen of the Fairies in the New Jersey Renaissance Fair this year. I'll be Queen Titania on site in Crossford, in Bordentown, New Jersey. If you go to www.njrenfair.com, they are doing tickets online only this year, and they are for specific days because we're trying to be compliant with CDC rules for New Jersey. But the New Jersey Renaissance Fair is going to happen this year, and I will be the queen. And that's really scary and awesome, so it'll be great. Come on by if you're an East Coast Ren Fair aficionado. Beyond that, I also sing with a trio called Barty Party. We are a Renaissance Fair band, technically, but we also fancy ourselves a folk trio, and we do all kinds of music with beautiful 3-part harmonies, and we're working on our first album right now. So check us out at bartyparty.com. That's spelled with all D's because we're Renaissance peasants, can't rightly spell. There you go, bartyparty.com. And as soon as there's a finished album, you'll know about it on bartyparty.com. Also, right now, so far this season, we have one weekend booked with Barty Party, and that is at the Sparta, New Jersey Renaissance Fair in September. So we'll be there for weekend 1 of the Sparta Renaissance Fair, which is exciting. All the stuff that's starting to happen is so exciting. Like the fact that I get to see my dad this weekend. Best thing ever. Hug your family. I can't wait. My Freedom Day. I am a 2-vaccine person. I'm Team Pfizer, and 2 weeks ago yesterday, I had my second shot. So I had my Freedom Day yesterday, and I am now relatively safe to be with my also vaccinated family. And I'm super excited about that. But also, it's opening doors. I can't believe there's going to be a Ren Fair this year, but it's the last weekend of May, first weekend of June. It's plenty of time for more people to be vaccinated, be safe, be in their freedom time, and be ready to have a lot of fun. The Pirates' first gig this year is in July. The Pirates of Fortune's Folly are going all the way up to Olcott, New York by Niagara Falls. And we have a pirate festival there that is one of our favorite things. And it was the only thing we were holding out for, just hoping and hoping and hoping last year that it would still happen. But as we well know, none of last year happened. So this year, we're very, very excited to make that very long drive and go up and see our friends in Olcott and do some sword shows and some treasure hunts and some safe, socially distanced fun outside. The good thing is that I have pretty much given up most of my theatrical career that I was aiming for back in college and just afterwards. Now I do not do legitimate theater. I do outdoor theater, and that's coming back a little faster than our friends out on Broadway or in the regional theaters. So I'm feeling very lucky, very privileged to be part of a number of groups who do outdoor theater and performance, and we're getting back to it. Speaking of getting back to it, whoosh. All right, we're at 1.5 minutes, so let me go get my bowl, because it's mostly dry. I'm only going to put powdered sugar in it. What could go wrong? So, so I don't think I'm going to use, remember I told you I had a 1/4 ounce packet of ground cinnamon. I think there's going to be some that goes on top. That's what it looks like. But this is just asking for a generous pinch of cinnamon. We'll add that to the bowl with softened mascarpone and butter. Oh, hey, I didn't need to wash the bowl after all. I forgot. We already have that bowl. It's been waiting. This step. It's just been waiting. So that's great. That's a happy thing. So we're going to put in our generous pinch here in a minute. And thanks to Dakar Cornish, I have this special... It's from the Christmas show that you watched that nobody else witnessed because I forgot to film it. And I was lamenting the fact that I didn't know how much a pinch or a dash or anything was. And so I got this very specialized set of tiny measuring spoons. They are in ascending order. So from smallest to biggest, I now can have a drop, a smidgen, a pinch, which I will use today, a dash, and a tad. They're so wee. You're right. They are very wee. And that's my bowl. That's my timer. Let's check out what's going on here in the oven. They look perfect! I'm so afraid to touch this because I'm going to stick my thumb into one of them. I have really bad silicone gloves. Okay. Let's do a little... I have a fancy little cork board thing. Look how perfect they look! Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. I do not have good one camera skills. I'm gonna do a 2-camera thing someday. It's gonna happen. Meanwhile, these look awesome. Now I wish I did have a toothpick. Let's see. I have a straw. Alright, I am gonna use a fork, like I said. That's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not going to go for the biggest one, though. I'll just go over here and... Oh! Totally clean. These are done. Yay. So they need to cool off. And I have to not touch this by accident. Maybe I will. No, I'm afraid to put them outside. I got bees and stuff. So I'm going to put them in the fridge so they cool down enough that I can frost them. And hopefully they won't just implode because, you know, temperatures. Yay! I knocked them into things instead. All is well. Okay. Fun times. Meanwhile, while you're looking at just my kitchen, I have something special here to show you. I haven't been able to eat much of this. This is my chocolate, hazelnut, peanut butter, Oreo cheesecake pie. I think I covered everything. So it was a chocolate cheesecake pie that I added Nutella to the filling and peanut butter Oreos to the crust. And it's delicious. Oh my gosh, it's good. But it's so sweet. And there's you know, the fine line about serving it because it's very cold right now and it's almost impossible to cut through. But if you leave it out too long, the cheesecake part gets all melty and it's more like a custard cake than a cheesecake. So, oopsie. Anyway, that was one of my delicious recipes I made with For the Pirates. I'm trying to be clever and keeping it in this bag so that it'll last long enough for me to want to eat it at its current sweetness. And you know, my ever-expanding panda namoramic waistline because it's a problem. It's not a bad problem. It's just not where I want to be. All right, so we're back to, where's my pinch? I'm going to have a generous pinch, which means I'm going to have a heaping pinch of cinnamon right in with our mascarpone and butter. I mean, that's pretty darn heaping right there, so I'm going to call that generous pinch. Plus, I like cinnamon, so it's not ruining anything. And then, using the electric mixer, we'll beat until it's combined. It says about 1 minute, and then I know I'm going to add this other sugar real slow, actually. So let's open that up real fast. Confectioner sugar. So that's ready, at least, to be put in here. All right. Vroom, vroom, on low speed, because we don't want to just mash up the mascarpone here, which is, of course, currently what's happening. That butter was not quite ready. Not quite soft as I would wanted it. But that's okay. That's what this mashing is for. It has been out for at least 45 minutes, because that's how long I've been streaming, and that butter's been out since just before I started. Okay. Yeah, I need some, like, overhead camera going on here. That'd be great. So we're going to beat on medium speed. Then it can be a little higher. Beat on medium speed until combined. About 1 minute, so I'll just make sure I get down from the sides. It's pretty combined. It's not smooth, but it's just butter and cheese, technically. So I wonder, mascarpone must be a main ingredient in actual cannolis, I feel like. Because they're so cheesy, they taste a little cheesier than other desserts. I'm here, I swear. Alright, so now add confectioner's sugar, mix on lowest speed until it's fully combined. Frosting may look curdled at this stage, and then we'll increase the speed to medium and beat until it's light and fluffy, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna mix all of it looks like, on lowest speed until fully combined. Okay, here we go. Lowest speed. Boop. It's pretty low. I'm gonna shake in some of this. Get that part first. Wow, low feels really low after medium speed getting us all together. I feel like I want an even smaller bowl. There's not that much in here, which is great, but... Okay, more. Gotta get it all combined. Gotta get it all combined. Give me some frosting, man. I am surprised that the mascarpone was for the frosting, but I shouldn't be, because we're making cannoli cupcakes, so what the frosting is going to be is like the cannoli filling, so that makes more sense now than maybe it did before, when I was trying to figure out how this was going to work. Okay, more. Save one little spray for the end. This doesn't look curdled. Actually is looking a bit frosting-y, so that's good, I'm sure. That's what it's supposed to be, darn it. Alright, the last of our sugar. The last of it. Very nasal. Okay. Finishing up here. It does not look curdled, it just looks yummy. It really does. My biggest thing, I think, is how am I gonna get these safely 2.5 hours away? I am always concerned about traveling with food. I don't have a lot of travel containers. I don't do a lot of bringing food places. The one thing I do have is a fancy couple of platters for my deviled eggs, because that is my real specialty. I love baking, but deviled eggs are certainly my specialty. Alright. Increase speed to medium-high, beating until frosting is light and fluffy. Light and fluffy! Wow. Yeah, that's happening fast, because it already didn't look curdled. Now it definitely looks like frosting. It's definitely getting on me because I'm trying to show off my frosting. Computer's making noises. Thankfully, they're not, hey, we're super really missing you at work right now noises. I picked the last day of the month to do this project during the day on purpose because I am an administrative assistant and I get really light at the end of the month and all my checklist items are done and I just have to wait for people until they want me. So far today, I've had one meeting, that's it, already over. Woo! I think that's light and fluffy. Yeah, so I've had my one meeting today, and that's already over, and now I am just kind of waiting to see if anybody needs anything before I head off to New York to my dad's later. Yummy. I think you should make a batch of eggs this weekend. I made a random batch of hard-boiled eggs a week ago, 2 weeks ago, because it was right when I had my shot, right before I had my second shot. So I made egg salad when I was feeling crummy, because the worst part about it was trying to chop up the egg, because I used one of these bowls. Ugh. And I had a headache from that second shot, and yeah, it was loud and hurt me, but other than that, I was so happy I had hard-boiled eggs to make egg salad with. It was great, great, great. I don't think this needs to be on anymore. Boop. Don't be heating up my kitchen. It's warm outside. It has finally turned spring, it appears. I've even had storm clouds blowing through all day. None of them rained at all. None of them stormed at all. But you can see these big gray clouds and the wind is whipping through. So it's kind of nuts out there, even though it's not doing anything. Last night we had a little storm. So, all right, we've got frosting. And, oh, I'm supposed to chop the chocolate chips. I think I'm going to leave them. It says if desired. I don't think they need to be chopped. I think people can deal with the fact. I think it will give a better cannoli look if they're whole. So I'm just gonna open these up and totally not eat one. This is me not eating one. See, I ate two. Funny. All right. That's gonna fall over them. They're definitely semi-sweet. Woo! Yeah. Baking chocolate for the win. Spread frosting on cupcakes. Top each cannoli cupcake with a pinch of cinnamon. We'll finally grate the remaining orange zest and sprinkle the chocolate chips over the top. And that'll do it. So right now I just want to make sure my cupcakes cool off enough. Let me throw away some of my refuse here. Be right back. Yeah! Woohoo! But I'm very excited about this. I think I'm pretty well poised to be a birthday success. Maybe I'll do the other half of my zesting. So I have topping zest. I forget what cinnamon does to everything it touches. So I'm going to take this one off here so I can get a chance to wash it. I've been just using it and hanging it up because usually it's just for salt. A dash, a tad, a smidge of salt. Let's put them up there. And I'll put this over here to be washed. We'll do some zesting. And we'll probably call it a stream. I'll do the frosting because I think that's only fair that you get to see the finished product. All right, especially if you've hung in there this far. So I like that it told me cleverly to only zest half my orange before, because it was leaving me enough orange. This is a nice sized fruit for a meal service. I can not say enough good things about Dinnerly and the ingredients that they choose. They send very good quality meats. Occasionally when something is out of season, they miss the mark, but like it's out of season, so you kind of can forgive them a little bit. Like sometimes I get really anemic looking carrots, but I am fortunate enough to live right next door to a grocery store. It takes me 3 minutes to walk over there, so if I really think that the ingredient doesn't look awesome, I will report it to the Dinnerly people, who then usually give me a little discount on my next order. And they do well to make up for anything that is less than, and everything they send is generally very good quality. I specifically can't say enough good things about the meat. I don't know where they're sourcing their meats, but very, very good. Okay. That is a lot of zest. I probably won't use all of this on there because I feel like even on 6 cupcakes, that's a lot of orange zest. And I do have to try to eat this at least because I don't like to be wasteful. And because I want to see if it's any good as an orange. Picky citrus orange person. But again, we're all ready for Scurvy Awareness Day on Sunday, May 2nd. I have a TikTok going out on that day because I took some really silly pictures for the pirates and put them together into a very weird short little video. Should be very entertaining. Will be entertaining to me, that's for sure. All right, let's see how cool these are, if I can take them out. They're really not cool. Dakar, you are late. I don't think you are too late. Captain Devlin went chasing Doc the other day for his and got it around 11 o'clock. So just get it in as soon as you can. It has been a rainy week in general. Today, as I said, it still looks weird and stormy out, but we've got sun. It's like sun and storm clouds, but no rain, so it's been odd. Does your Scurvy Awareness Day post specifically have to do with sunlight? I keep forgetting what everybody's doing. I think you've told me twice. But yeah, we are going to have some Scurvy Awareness posts on our Facebook. So while I've told you how to find us on the Twitch, if you're interested... here, let's do that. That's our website. You can get to our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube from there. So check out piratesoffortunesfolly.com and check in and see what our silly pirates have come up with for Scurvy Awareness Day on Sunday. Lay down on the lawn in the rain. Woo! I mean, no, check your weather report and see if there's a sunny day coming up before Sunday, because as long as you let Devlin know that you got incoming photos, he'll leave you a space. I think we're going to make a collage or something. I don't know what he's planning this time. So yeah, thank you again. This has been just lovely to distract myself while I'm cooking. That 15 minutes that the cupcakes were in the oven went by super quick. It's hard because I want to show you all the finished product, but I want to make sure they're cooled enough so that I can properly frost them and properly deck them out. I don't have a personal channel Discord. I could go ahead and post it in the Pirates Discord, but that feels weird. This is my stuff. Just thank you for coming along on this cannoli cupcake journey. I'll be sure to let you know how it went the next time I decide to come on and make something. And my favorite part is that I have my very festive cupcake wrappers. I think it'll go over well. Yeah. All right, so thank you very much for hanging out. I am usually way more entertaining. I'm usually way more put together. But I appreciate you being here, Dakar. You're the greatest. It was good to see Jim. And hopefully some folks will pick this up and just kind of peep it out and decide they're going to join me next time. But I'll see ya. Thanks. Have a great afternoon. Have a lovely weekend. And may the 4th be with you.